Throwback to when my daughter was 9 and was obsessed with mermaids. She wanted to be one so bad she found a spell on YouTube that would turn her into one. Watching her gagging from trying to eat sardines while reciting a spell with her feet in a bucket of water for an hour was magical. What kind of YouTube video is this, dude? What are these people on YouTube trying to teach these kids? Yeah, guys, it's actually an urban legend that to become a YouTuber, you have to eat a chip and then pour a bottle of water on your head, videotape it, and send it to @DomSoEpic on Twitter. I don't know. I just heard that somewhere, but you guys should try it. What's up, boys? If you're watching this video when it comes out, you're probably watching it on a day like a Wednesday or some random day in the middle of the week when I would like never post, and you're probably very confused, and for that I have an explanation. Those of you who watched my last video know that I went to Lollapalooza in Chicago for all 4 days, and I moshed a little bit too hard, and I got like knocked on my ass with a sickness for the next couple days after I got back. I'm still a little bit sick right now, but I'm good enough to where I can record, so I am getting you a video. I'm sorry it's late. Anyway, this subreddit needs no explanation. It's a fan favorite, r/kidsarestupid. We do one every month. For this video, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section when you were a little itty bitty child and someone was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? What did you say? Tell me. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Enjoy the video, boys. I asked my class to write one thing they would like me to know before I start teaching them. I take a long time to do a poo. My record is 2 hours, 15 minutes. The fact that they like tracked it is insane. That's honestly pretty helpful information though, because now this teacher is like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know that if you ever have to use the bathroom in class, you will be gone for half the rest of the day. So I appreciate it. I think I was 7. I was misbehaving at dinner, so my parents sent me to my room. I was dramatic AF and cried out to my window to the whole neighborhood. Then the screen window broke and I fell 2 stories. I got up and rang the doorbell to tell my parents I fell out the window. What? Yeah, just another day in the office. Just falling down 2 stories of a house and getting up perfectly fine and going to the door and being like, Mom, I fell out of the window. Oh, honey, not again. You silly kids just always getting into mischief, aren't you? I remember when my dad told me that cheese with holes in was called hiccup cheese because cows had hiccups when they made it. I carried that until I was 18. Got laughed out the pub. Told the story a couple years later, I was laughed at again for thinking cows made cheese. How do you fall into this trap? Until you're 18? Are you kidding me? You're just disposed to being an idiot. I'm sorry. Like, this is not an r/kidsarestupid moment. You are just stupid. This is just an r/@bangersandhash on Twitter is just stupid. Pediatrician at 4-year checkup. Do you have any questions? Me? I don't think so. Ped. Addie, what about you? Any questions for me? Addie? Yeah, have you ever hanged upside down from the ceiling like a bat? Well, I mean, this tweet should have continued, honestly, because I need to hear the answer. If so, I don't really know what this doctor is doing being a pediatrician, because they're better off just in the Olympics or, like, a circus or something. When I was 5, my mom came out into the living room while I was playing games, crawling around, merging ungodly noises. I thought she was being silly, so I crawled with her and tried to ride her like a horse. She was in labor. I was like, lol, that's cool. What is this, dude? How does this just happen? And where is everybody else in this house? Is there just nobody else in the house to like drive this woman to the hospital? She's just like, oh, I guess I gotta go to the family room to my 5-year-old. When I was little, there was a show that was popular with kids in Canada called The Big Comfy Couch. And there was a segment of the show that I loved called the Dust Bunnies. It was quite literally 2 bunnies made of dust named Fuzzy and Wuzzy, and they would often play with whatever fell under the couch. So I would always drop stuff under my couch and then try to look for them. I did never find them, but we found a bunch of stuff I dropped on purpose. Jeez, dude, I can't even imagine going under that couch after like 10 years and you completely forgot that you did that and just finding like an array of things that you completely thought you lost. Like, oh yeah, there's that missing 4th Wii nunchuck that I couldn't find for like 4 years. And it's just under the couch because I tried to put it on there when I was like 8. My kids thought chasing each other around the kitchen wasn't dangerous enough and started pulling drawers open to slow each other down. Anyway, now I know what it sounds like when a 4-year-old's face makes full contact with a silverware drawer. You know, what's even worse than the sound of that is the sound after, when they just will not shut up for the next 30 minutes because they're crying. Those 2 sounds combined form a new sound that I like to call why I will never have children. I'm 8 years old when I accidentally ate a spicy chili and was sweating like hell. I accidentally drank my uncle's beer that looked like cold water, which was 175% alcohol. How did you not die? Okay, for context, rubbing alcohol that you find at the store is 91% alcohol. This is like almost double that. And you're just like, you just live to tell the tale. And the fact that your like uncle was just like chugging on it, there's no way it was actually 175%, right? There's no way. When I was 12, I discovered that when you sit in a doggy style position and spread your butt cheeks, don't ask me why I did this because I generally don't know, air can be sucked into your butt. This way you can make enormous farts on command. Later I taught my best friend how to do it. After school we would train to get longer and louder farts. After some time we both managed to get farts longer than 10 seconds. It was a crazy time. The fun part is that we're still best friends and we both can still do it. From time to time we laugh and talk about that time. Dude, what is my channel? This is what I do for a living. I just read stories about people farting. The worst part about all of this is that I know this because I also discovered this when I was younger. And that is all I will say. In 8th grade, we had to read the Diary of Anne Frank in complete silence as if we were in the attic with them. I fell asleep at my desk and then farted so loud that it woke me up. I wouldn't have lasted long. What is it with the farting? Can we stop with all the farting, please? I'm just trying to have a regular YouTube video and I keep getting interrupted by like gas from like the anus. My kid crying, just losing her mind as I explain why she cannot sleep with the water balloon. Hey, here's what I say. I say let her sleep with the water balloon. Let her find out why she can't sleep with a water balloon. Let her be the one to find that out. Kids imagining what life would be like at 40. I am 40. I have wrinkles and gray hair and I would have a walking stick to help me walk. I am 40. I am turning old. I just left work because I cannot manage going up and down hills. I know I will soon die. This is legitimately what like everyone on the internet thinks of like people over the age of like 21. They're like, oh, you're 25? Jeez, old man. Why aren't you in a retirement home? Lol, I went by Rocky in kindergarten because of this movie. First day of school, my teacher went around and asked our names and then wrote them out on a card on our desk and I hated mine, so I said Rocky. She asked how to spell it and I said R-O-K-Y. And she asked if there was a C in there, so I said yeah. Flash forward like 6 weeks and I did something good, so my teacher sent me home with a happy gram and it had the name Rocky on it. So when my mom asked and eventually figured out I had been going by Rocky the entire school year. I still get crap for it almost 30 years later. At that point, I would just like stick with the name Rocky. Like that's just one of those stories where it's like, and this is why my nickname has been Rocky my entire life. You know, that's just one of those things. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I thought that only boys can like dogs and girls can only like cats. And when I met a girl that liked dogs, I thought that she was secretly a boy with a girly voice or she was lying. Nope, she was lying because that is true. Only girls can like cats. Sorry guys. If you are a girl that likes dogs or you're a boy that like cats, congratulations on your transition. My 6-year-old watching me pour Drano down his bathroom sink. 6-year-old, what's that? Me, it dissolves whatever gunk is clogging up your drain. 6-year-old, cool, even the screwdriver down there? Me, the what? Well, will the Drano dissolve the screwdriver? Yeah, there's only one way to find out. Technically, it is gunk clogging up the sink, so unless you were lying to your own child, which would make you a bad parent, then let's see, I hope it dissolves the screwdriver. I canceled a Zoom call mid-presentation because my 9-year-old told me water was running all over her bathroom floor. Listen, there is no way a 9-year-old would be clever enough to come up with that. I am sorry, Paul Vu, but this is fake. This is all for some internet points. You're not getting past me, pal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to be taking the official Dark Dom burger break as I have just gotten my lunch and I have a burger. Now we may take a bite. This concludes our official Dark Dom burger break. Now, resuming the rest of the video. My toddler dropped my phone while she was FaceTiming my mom. Gasped, picked it back up and asked, "Grandma, are you okay?" It was the cutest, dumbest thing I've ever seen. Imagine she like asked that and then she just like, you just hear nothing. You just hear, and you're like, rest in peace, Grandma. It's a shame she had to go out on FaceTime, but that's just the world we live in nowadays. My son thinks the T in t-shirt stands for Tyrannosaurus. When questioned on why it might be that, he said it's because the shirts have tiny arms. Why is this post on r/kidsarestupid? This kid is a genius. I don't even care about the actual reason for why they're called t-shirts now, because this is just such a better reason that even if it's not true, I don't care. It's officially true now. When I was a kid, I had this game called Worm Church where I'd bring worms to my room and read them the Bible. Spreading the good worm. What makes kids think of this stuff is what I just don't understand. But you know what? I am glad that somebody out there is starting the worm holy revolution. Now worms will be one with God. They're even gonna have a worm Jesus and they're gonna crucify him on like a stick or something. Once when my sister was about 4, we had pizza for dinner, which my sister hated. Since she took forever to eat it, we went outside without her. So instead of eating her pizza like a normal child, she threw it up on purpose so she could play. My mom made her clean it up. Wait a second. We can completely ignore this post. Your sister doesn't like pizza. Hopefully this is a thing that happened when she was 4 and then eventually stopped, because I've never heard of a human that dislikes pizza. I've heard of humans that dislike certain types of pizza, but just a human that just hates pizza in general, you are a demon. You are not a person. Anyway, thank you all for watching this month's episode of Kids Are Not Intelligent. I'm sorry I was on a little bit of a hiatus. I literally could not record. I was so knocked from that sickness, but I'm back now. You'll get another video this Sunday, so you'll basically get 2 videos this week, so you're welcome. And I hope you all enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.